Alright guys, we're back on our little local lake after our trip to the Adirondacks, so this video won't be released till after that one. But I came down to our little local pond here and try to catch some fish. Got a guy here already with almost like the same setup as me, seems like. So we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna zoom around, see what we can get. Maybe try finishing that TEMU package challenge thing. And I noticed it's funny because my first video that I started doing it on, I got the TEMU package probably about 2 weeks prior to that video. And then I started doing the video saying no other YouTubers done it yet, and lo and behold, I get home and it was Father's Day actually. I'm at my mother's, and one of the YouTubers decided to do the same thing I did. Obviously he didn't know I was doing it, I didn't know he was doing it, whatever, but he put his video out first. So I didn't get a chance to edit my video yet because I had to go to the Adirondacks. So I'm still gonna try to finish the lures that I got in the packages. Although I was still really impressed by their actions, I still want to complete the challenge, try to catch some fish on each one of them. So we'll see how it goes today, guys. Like I said, small little local pond, basically going for largemouth. See what we can get. I don't know what's going on with my my battery situation. I had it charging, and yeah, it seems like none of my controls want to work, so we're without a fish finder, which is fine because honestly this lake, you really don't even need it on it. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out without electronics, you know. Don't really need them, but they are nice to just kind of look down quick and see what you got going on, but that's fine. We do not need them. And we got some pretty calm skies. The wind is barely moving. I don't think chatterbait, crankbait's gonna be the way to go. Probably have to slow it down. Maybe I'll throw a little Parsons paddle tail here after a couple of tries with the chatter. But it is nice to just kind of see I like to really see the bottom. I don't really use these to find fish too much, like as far as see them on the actual screen, as much as I do basically seeing like what the bottom looks like and what type of structure I'm fishing. So we can go without the graph. Just don't know why I had it on the battery charger the whole time. Maybe the battery just finally called it quits. Who knows? So far, guys, we only got a rock bass and a little perch. I think we just got another rocky. No, really small largie. Oh, he came off. Nah, he was really super small anyway. But we'll cast back up there, see if there's any more. I didn't even think I really had a fish at first because there's so many branches in the water. I thought I had a branch. That's how small he was. He was just a little guy. He was just a little baby. Whoa, I just saw another one go shooting out over this thing. Wow. I think that was probably a rock bass because he looked very, rock bass are very aggressive. More aggressive so than largemouths. What is that? I don't think I'm on the log that I was just talking about. There's a whole bunch of laydowns right here. Bunch of laydowns right here, so I'm gonna come on this side of this branch. That's right where I am. I can see it's right on that little baby branch that's up there. There we go, we're off of it. So we'll see if we can catch any remaining fish that we hadn't spooked yet. This bank drops off super quick. I probably could throw a crank, but the sun and the open blue sky and then lack of wind, I don't think crank would work, but who knows. It's funny, I've had crankbaits work on sunny calm days, and I've had them work on windy days. Same thing with chatterbaits. I've had my chatterbaits work on super windy days, and I've had them work on super calm days. I've actually had topwater blow-ups on slick, calm, sunny days too. So I don't know, it's kind of just a crazy thing, I guess. Just throw what you got and see if it works, you know. If you ain't catching any fish at all, then just change it up. Oh, we do got a fish on there. Wow, there's a couple of them actually. I don't know if you guys could see them. There's one there, and he had a little guy with him. Looks like he got spooked. Yeah, we spooked him. But we got another little largie. Very small. Hope the bigger guys start biting soon. Really like to catch some of the bigger ones. I mean, if I gotta switch baits or something to catch bigger fish, you know me, I'll do it. But since this bait's working right now, I kind of just wanted to chill with it. But he's just a little guy. Well, let's throw it back there and see if we can get like his little brothers and sisters or wherever they are. These guys look like they were just born like last year. All right, guys, I just switched off to a chatterbait. I got that one from TEMU on there, little brown one, little yellow faced. I love the little swing hooks they got on the back of these things, guys. Usually on the chatterbaits or the jackhammers, this will be fixed on there. This is swinging, and they offset this back hook so you can actually do like a little mini Texas rig with it on the back to make it weedless. And I tell you what, the action on these things, it's just like a jackhammer, guys. Like as soon as you start moving it, that thing just starts kicking. So far, I'm really impressed with their TEMU's jackhammer chatterbaits. Definitely. I got multicolored ones too, all different, variety of color, I should say. And yeah, I'm loving the action on them. But we'll give this one a try. I just threw Parsons 3-inch grub on the back, little red trailer, just to add a little bit to that brown and stuff, because there are crayfish in here, and I know these bass eat these crayfish like crazy in here. So that kind of that brownish, you know, orangey color is crayfish colory, and then that little red curly tail on the back will definitely stand out and attract their attention. Once we find a little school or a pod of them in here. But it's kind of weird with electronics. Once you start getting kind of used to looking down at it and seeing like where there's possibly could be some fish, and then you get there and there is, it's pretty cool. But right now I'm just relying on my instinct and experience, I guess, from this lake. So I'm gonna fish this little area here that it holds bass certain times of the year, certain times of the day as well. It's not all the time. So we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna hit that bank going all the way down. I usually do really good over there. Last couple times I came down, I fished that whole bank. I've only got a couple really small largies off it. I fished this lake for like 6 hours one day. Only got a few bites. That was when I was doing that TEMU thing. And I even switched off to my confidence baits, you know, thinking it was the TEMU baits, but it wasn't. And then I ended up finding them, but I had to leave. And I ended up finding the fish, and then it just kept hitting and hitting and hitting. But I had to leave, and I was mad because I wanted to do that TEMU thing. And I know I could have caught fish on every one of them lures. I just ran out of time. And the thing is, though, it was like the bass were in a really weird spot. A spot that I've never even seen them group up in. So it blew my mind that they were even there, and I'm kind of glad. There was people at the boat launch when I was gonna go pack up. There was people on the launch, so I kind of just waited, and then pedaled over and started fishing a different little spot with a bait that I really don't even use in here much. And I tell you what, it was crazy how I was getting them. So if I fish around this today and I don't get much, I'm probably gonna end up trying to switch off to that other bait and just see if that bait works good in here. It might be just that time of the year where it does. And that was just like a little crankbait. Real flashy though. But like I said, it was windy and kind of cloudy that day, so you know, all that plays in. A little perch. It's definitely perchy looking. There's a hit. Oh, that was a hit, but it just felt really small, so I'm thinking it was probably like perch. Oh, hold on. We got one, guys. I can't get my drag. Oh, this is gonna be a decent one. Where's my net? Dang it, my net's in the back. Oh, it's gonna come up and jump. Here he comes. Oh, that's a good one. That's a tank of one right here. We're gonna get her up in here. Come here, big girl. Oh no. Come here, big girl. Here it is. It's on the TEMU. Look at this, guys. Bang! Yeah, son. Look at that. I just got done saying. Look at that, guys. On the TEMU right here. We got that TEMU going on with Parsons trailer. Look at, guys, Parsons 3-inch grub right there on the back. Absolutely killed that thing. I felt it smash it, came back and then smashed it again, guys. That is absolutely outstanding of fish right here. Fish don't get much bigger than that in here, guys, so to me that's a great one. She's probably right around that 3 1/4. That's a good fish for in here, guys. I'm gonna pause the camera quick, take a quick picture, and then I'll get back to you guys and tell you about that drop off right. All right, guys, we got pictures with her. Let her go back. She's such a beautiful fish too. Come on, girl, go do your thing. All right, that was sick. All right, guys, we caught one on that chatter, so I mean that one worked. So we got that lure knocked off. We're gonna do probably gonna switch over to one of them swim baits, guys. Try to get a bite on a swim bait off that same spot out there. I hate changing lures when you know they work, but when you're doing a type of little challenge thing, you gotta change them. All right, guys, we're gonna do we just did the chatterbait from TEMU. Now we're gonna do this swim bait we got, ANFS Fishing. I don't know, we're just gonna try. I got a little sort of like a bluegill. It'd probably be really hard to see because of this sun that's like right in your guys' face here. We're gonna spin around. I just know it'll be easier to see it this way, so kind of got a bluegilly color here. I got different colors like that one. That might even work too. I'm thinking that might really work too, but we're gonna probably try this one first. Throw this around for a little while. If this color don't work, we're gonna try another color. We're gonna try a few different colors. I ordered multiple colors of each type of lure, just because I fish different lakes with different colors of water, so, and different bait fish. So we'll try that. We'll try to get one on a swim bait, guys. If we get one on a swim bait, then we'll switch off to the next lure. Actually, I have whopper ploppers, which I probably should have been trying early in the morning, but I think we're gonna get screwed on the top water action. But you never know, I could hit top water later on, not sure. All right, guys, I just threw that swim bait out there and I was letting it sit for a second. Oh my god, I need to get my freaking net out, that's for sure. We gotta keep pressure on it. I don't know how these hooks are on this. Wow, that's a good one. I threw the swim bait out there and I was kind of just letting it sink, not thinking it was gonna work, and this friggin' hog came up. Who's not even ready here, came up and slammed this. Oh yeah, that's a good one, guys. Look at that. That's bait number 2 done. Look at that. Nice. Get out of this net. Let's get these trebles out here. All right, guys, I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm pretty happy because, guys, these TEMU lures are cheap, like seriously cheap. If you guys ever, I'm not associated with them, I don't have links or nothing like that, guys. All I know is I just caught this big ass fish on that little lure right there, guys, right out here in the middle, like 10 feet of water. That right there is a beautiful, beautiful fish. Outstanding of a fish. I don't know what the hell she's got stuck on her here, but man, that is a freaking tank right there, guys. All right here on this swim bait, I can't even get it out of the damn net. I can't stand this net. It actually catches every type of hook or anything sticking out. Look at that. That's the lure I used. That's awesome. We got this big old girl on here, guys. That's awesome. All right, guys, we're gonna let this butte go. I didn't even weigh her. I don't even know what she weighs, actually. Let's give her a really quick just weight, just so I kind of know what we're working with. I'm thinking she's right around like 3, probably right around 3. I wouldn't say much more than that. All right, we're zeroed out. We got the Rapala official scale here. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Let me make sure she's zeroed out. Yeah, definitely zeroed out. And we're looking right around, it's 213, so we're 3 ounces shy of a 3-pounder. So yeah, that's a good fish. It's a good fish for in here, guys. Absolutely happy with that one. All right, guys, that is lure number 2. We only have like 2 more to do. We got that huge bait and a whopper plopper. I think I'm gonna probably, believe it or not, throw that big bait around here just to see. It's just funny, I just never fished with baits that big, and I'm gonna probably look like an absolute idiot because this pond is small, but I'm gonna throw it anyway. I mean, if something hits that thing, it's either gonna be just the freaking absolute tank of the pond. It's gonna be a little guy with a big stomach thinking he can eat it, or I don't know, maybe there's pike, so who knows, maybe that pike will hit it. But we're gonna end up tying this thing on, guys. I mean, we only have the whopper plopper to go after this, so. But my mind's blown by how good these baits are working for their prices. Look at the size of this thing, guys. I feel like an idiot throwing it in here, but I mean, this is like 15-pound line. It's gonna, I think it's like a 2-ounce 2-ounce lure. We're gonna try it. I'd be freaking happy if we caught something on this. We're gonna do a couple extra little loops here. I usually do like 7 or 8. We're gonna do like 10. Oh my God, that is gonna, if that was gonna catch a fish, guys, oh my God, look at the action on that. What? Yo, I don't think the fish in here are gonna hit that, guys, but oh my God, if it was like a bluegill type pattern or color, wow, that's that. I'm not even really moving it. I mean, I'm literally just pulling it like that and letting it sink. Let's see how fast. Oh, it sinks fast. Alright guys, we've thrown this thing around for quite some time, not even one little hit. I'm thinking it's just way too big for in here, but hell, it was worth a shot. I'm still impressed with the lures. Look at, they got big metal rivets inside. This thing was only like a few bucks. I mean, seriously, huge rattles in it, super heavy. Be great for another spot. For this little pond, it's just way too much. Gonna go ahead and take that off. We're gonna end up trying to whopper plopper, even though it's probably a little bit too late for that, but we do got a little bit of wind coming in over the water right here, and it's not entirely impossible to get a whopper plopper bite right now. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn around and put some of these hooks away, because I hate having all these hooks floating around on the dock here, on the deck. You hook into a fish and they go flailing. You never know what the hell's gonna wind up in your foot or leg or face or whatever. So that guy's gonna go back in there. We're gonna grab ourselves a little Black and Mild. We're gonna take these 2 swim baits, put them back where they're supposed to go, and we're gonna tie in a whopper plopper. Stay with me. All right, guys, we're gonna do the whopper plopper right now. This one's kind of like a bluegilly color right here. I'm thinking I might get something. I don't know if I can fish my spot out here where it's kind of like a ledge, but we're gonna probably try to get this a little bit shallower, but we're also gonna try right where we know that there is some fish right now, because I caught 2. So we're gonna throw this around, and I'm also gonna put that chatterbait or swim bait back on. The swim bait caught the biggest fish, but it could have been just because it was there. Either way, we caught fish on 2 of their lures, 2 out of the 4. So now we're gonna try the plopper. First, I want to see this action. I want to see how it sits in the water. All right, it's about normal. All right, let's check out this action. We got road noise from the cars, but wow, okay. All right, guys, the whopper ploppers are kicking some ass right now too. See if we can put it over the top of a little bass hanging out in some grass or something, and see if we can get one to slam it here, guys. Throw this around for a little while and see what we can get on this guy. And then basically that'll be like a slam basically for that TEMU. I don't even think it's fair to really include that big lure. I thought it'd be great just to see what how it was even constructed, because online they make everything look so good. And I mean, I was just really surprised by the action that lure had, by the way it was made. I mean, a fish didn't slam it, but everything's metal inside, and the rattles were huge. And I mean, that was a well constructed huge swim bait. Smaller swim baits, I was very impressed with them. They do swim great. Did catch a nice big mama right out here on it. Same thing with that their chatterbaits. I'd say it's equivalent to a jackhammer. I'm honestly not going to buy jackhammers no more. I'm just not going to do it. Not spending $20 on a jackhammer to have a freaking pike bite it off, or to have it stuck into a log, when I could spend like $250 or whatever they are on TEMU and get that same action. I mean, it's literally, guys, the same action as that jackhammer, that instant vibration you get when you first start cranking. So I went back to the jackhammer. Definitely a nice fish. There's grass down there, so it's very deceiving. Very deceiving. That's a nice fish. That's a nice fish, guys. I found him. I found him for sure. Here we go. Another fish. This one's beautiful. Look at that thing. Beautiful fish, guys. Parsons trailer right here. There we go, guys. Look at that. TEMU chatterbait with a friggin' Parsons trailer, and we're slamming the bigger fish out of here. This is probably right around 2 3/4 pounds. Beautiful fish. There's something hiding in here. Maybe up by that tree. Who knows? Who knows? There might be something up in there. Slow it down a little bit. Caught into some grass. There it goes, it got out. I'm surprised. See, these guys might be hitting these dragonflies. That's why I was thinking maybe topwater could work in this little shaded corner. But I mean, if there's no fish in here, obviously it ain't gonna work, but I figured at least give it a try, right? Might as well, we're over here. I will throw this whopper plopper a few more times. You just gotta get the right spot. And right now, this spot's not really doing it for us. Alright, we'll see if we get one. There, on the crank. I mean, it's not a big one. He wants to jump. Look at him. I won't let him. He's not a bad one. He's just a little 1 pounder. Yeah. That was funny though. First cast over there with this thing. Don't put a hook in me, you son of a bitch. Have you ever had trebles to go through your fingers yet? Whoo! Dude, they went in and out of my fingers, and I've yanked them out with pliers and kept fishing. Smallies are the worst. Smallies are the only ones that I've ever put in hooks into my fingers.
Yes, because they will not stop.
They're little dickheads, especially the river ones. He's so small, but hey man, it's a fish. Oh, yeah. That was sick, dude. Oh, he's a dinker. Dude, are you serious? But he came off that laydown right there. Ah, he's a dinker, dude. He's a hook and a finger type of guy. He came up and smacked it. He did, man. He was a little hungry. There we go, guys. Still chomping on this little diver here. It wasn't a monster of a fish, but hey, it's a bass and hit from over there, so get another one in. All right. Oh, there's one. Fish on. There we go. Fish on. That's a bigger one right there. I don't like the way this one's hooked, but we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. There we go. It's another one, guys. Oh yeah, it's definitely a good one right there. Get that one over here in the net. Oh, nice. Yes. This one's a good one right here too, guys. Happy with that. Right there in the pie hole, guys. Just try to bite my finger. There we go. That's a chunky one. This one's eating up. Super dense. I swear, not a big fish, but man, that's a dense fish right there. Glad they're eating today, because I was getting a little aggravated the other day. Ooh. Got ourselves a little jumper over here. So we've got fish kind of hanging up into this tall grass. You know, we're just throwing it over there and pulling them out one fish at a time until they stop biting, I guess. They're getting a little bit bigger here. I mean, these guys ain't monsters at all, but they'll figure it out. There we go. Look at that, guys. Nice little 1 pounder. Got his little gill stuck in his thing. There we go. He's good. Beautiful. Ah, there we go. The barb in my finger. I think we're about to have a little beat down over here. Figured the wind shifted direction, started coming down this way. We're on the other end of the lake. We started off on that end of the lake where I was catching them earlier, catching the big ones over there, and then it just died down. And then I realized the wind kind of went a different direction. I mean, I think that's got something to do with it. I know fish move around, but I just feel like they were down this way, so I came down this way, and yeah, now I'm catching them down here. So there was already a guy down here fishing. He says, you know, he caught some here and there, mainly up off the banks. But I'm thinking he caught some small ones. These bigger ones are definitely out this way, I think. So right now we're just ripping through some grass, and we're kind of ripping this crank through the grass, and it's really tall. Comes up. It's probably about, we're in about 8-9 feet of water right here. I don't know what the water temp is because the you know, that's been dead all day. So, but I'm guessing it's probably right around that 72 degree mark, most likely. So keep giving it a couple more casts over here. Just switched up my baits, went from a chatterbait to a crankbait, and oh my god, this is a good one. Ended up throwing oh, loosen my drag here. Ended up throwing a little Ned rig over here, and it's big old chunky. Oh my god, that's a nice one. Please come up. Got a nice chunker right here. Oh my god. Oh, wow, that's a good one. A little freaking Ned rig, man. Look at that, guys. Wow, that's a good bass for in here. Parsons paddle tail right there, guys. There you go. I think it's a gray. That's a good one. All right, well, I don't know who that is, but you can't be interrupting my video. Look at that, beautiful. Absolutely. All right, we're gonna get her back in. Beautiful fish. There you go, girl. There you go. Wow. First cast on the Ned rig, guys. I was throwing all kinds of baits over here into these trees. So man, something's got to give. You got to be eating something else. So got away from the crank, got away from the chatter, went with that little Parsons 3-inch paddle tail grub with that. I think there's gold and silver flake in there. It's like a smoke. This is a, I think he said this one's called smoke. And yeah, she came up and just freaking killed it. We're gonna keep throwing this in those trees for a little while, see if we can get anything else. All right, guys, we just got another one on that little Parsons paddle tail. There we go. Oh, and it came off. I kind of figured it was gonna do that just by the angle. That's my mistake, but that was the 3-inch paddle tail. Yeah, I kind of pulled it on a weird angle. I shouldn't have tried to get it in like that, but that was probably a 1.5. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a real good one right there. When it's pull and drag and pulling the pull out of your hand, unless it's a pike. Oh my god, what size is this thing? Whoa. Oh, it's the pike. That's what it is. It's the pike again. I thought it was a freaking bass, and it's not. And he's got the hook on the side of my net. Look at this guy. Now I gotta try to unhook him. There we go. Without getting a hook in our feet here. Oh, these guys make such a mess of everything. There we go. He's out. Just don't bite me, bro. See you later. See you later, Mr. Pike. Jerk.